Who else is in here? Nope. I only see Judy's comments so far. I need to. It's not going to let me set this up. How are you this morning? It says there's 3 people in here. Good morning, Angel. Now, did you guys see the, I updated the thumbnail to the snow. Did you guys see that, or did you just see my logo as a thumbnail? Because when I came back in here, it said it was just the logo. So I don't know if I did it right. Ooh, Capone is going to go outside and brave the snow. Or he's thinking about it. Hi, Belinda. I'm surprised that it's warm in here. I shut off my my heaters last night and only left the fireplace on, and it was still 60 degrees in here this morning. Good morning, Renee. Good morning, Darlene. So having all the insulation in the walls sure made a huge difference. Yeah, I think we had 4 inches at 7 o'clock this morning, but it's been snowing ever since, and I'm not going out there to measure it. At least not yet. I'm not braving those steps. And the dogs have pretty much trampled everything in the backyard. They were having a blast in it this morning. 6 to 7 inches. Wow. I know we probably got close to that out there, I'm assuming. Here, I'll show you guys. I swept off my porch. It's a really dry snow, so that's good. It's not going to be super heavy. It looks so pretty, and it's still coming down. Look at, I swept this off, and it's already covered again. But it looks so pretty out there. Not as pretty as the spring, but it's still pretty. And the puppies want to go back out and play in it again, but hi, Christy. Now, did you get snow already, Christy, or is it still headed your way? I figure I'm stuck here for probably a week. We'll see how fast it melts. I thought of doing that, but here's the issue. I think I talked about it on my members live, but I haven't told you guys yet. So it got so cold here. I mean, yesterday it was like 10 degrees when I woke up. But I went to go into the shop and the door handle's frozen, so I can't get the key in the door handle. And then I thought I would use my propane torch on it. Well, that's all in the shop. Everything's in the shop. And the door handle's frozen. So I tried heating up the key with my lighter and, you know, getting it to melt. It wouldn't even go in the lock. 4 a.m. Yeah, I think that's what time it started snowing here, sometime after 1. It's actually warmer now, Darlene, that it snowed. Because yesterday it was 10 degrees. Yep, my truck will be frozen shut. I haven't even tried the Jeep, but I'm sure it's the same. I have electronic locks on the Jeep, so I could get into it if I need to. But the truck doesn't, you know, have all that fancy stuff, so. Oh, it's coming your way. I think my friend is in South Carolina. No. I think she's in South Carolina. Janice, if she's in here. I always forget. Or maybe it's Georgia. I don't know. I'm so bad. My memory is so bad. I know. I was with everyone yesterday saying, send it all to California. They need it. Except for it rarely, I don't think it's ever snowed in LA. It snowed in the Bay Area once when I was a kid, and it was like maybe a half an inch. It was more like frost. So I doubt it would snow there, but they need the rain. Let's do the question of the day before I forget. By the time I got a ride to town, Tractor Supply was out of propane. Oh, wow, Christy. Vaseline on the rubber seals around the doors. Oh, that's a good idea. But this is actually the door handle, the lock in the door handle that's frozen shut. Oh, okay, Darlene. I went to Charlotte, North Carolina once by train, but haven't been back. Where's my, that's not my pen. Good morning, Terry. So the question of the day for yesterday was, what gets you up in the morning? That's easy. My dogs. And it's more like the middle of the night. It's 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. when they wake me up. Yep, exactly, Belinda. They would probably wake me up later if I went to bed later, but because I go to bed so early, by 4 a.m., they're like, nope, we went out of here. My favorite way to start my day is coffee and devotions. I'm watching the sunrise. I had a laugh because I'm doing this journaling each day, and you're supposed to challenge yourself to do 101 things. Well, there was 2 different challenges. One of them was to do 101 things this year. You know, like read a book and silly stuff like that. And then the other one was to 25 times in 2025. And one of their suggestion was to watch a sunrise. And I'm like, gosh, that one's easy for me. I watch that every morning. So I'd get that one 365 times. Your bladder. Yeah. That's been known to do it too. Belinda, coffee and Bible. Bathroom. Good morning, Nia. So what wakes you up in the morning, Nia? Oh, I got some beans to spill. The members already know this, but yeah, walking the dogs. I went to Dollar Tree. The place, yeah, Dollar Tree. I always get Dollar Tree and Dollar General mixed up. But I saw this. And this is Good Morning, Ivy's Family Factorum. Happy snow day. But I found this at Dollar Tree, and it was one of their $5 items. But I'm going to use this in my chicken coop in the nesting boxes, because I'm going to do the rollaway nesting boxes, and that'll help cushion them when they come down the slight, what do you call it, where it rolls down. Roosters and dogs barking. I would sleep right through a rooster. Same thing with a train. I grew up near trains, and we've had roosters for forever. I'd sleep right through them. But the dogs, yeah, they don't bark. They whine until I wake up. Sometime I hear my husband, he gets up at 4 for work, and of course I have routine prayer and reading. Yep. Usually for me, it's prayer, coffee, well, dogs, and then prayer, coffee, and then devotions, and then email, and then comments on YouTube, and yeah. Sometime in there, I usually do the dishes. Yeah, I was shocked because in order to get this, otherwise, I would have to go and buy a big piece from like Home Depot or Lowe's or something. And I don't need a big piece. I just need a little one. So for $5, I was like, good, that part's off my list. Now I just have to find some scrap linoleum for the bottom of the coop. Christy, my sister had a rooster. It was a little Banty rooster, and she stayed in the upstairs room. My sister stayed in the upstairs room at her in-laws' house, and this little bantam rooster would fly up to her windowsill and sit on her windowsill and start cockadoodle doing at 3:30 in the morning. And she's like, if I had a gun, I'd have shot him. I haven't had store-bought eggs in a while because we have a place here in town that I get my milk and eggs from, but it'll sure be nice to not have to buy them. Oh, you're getting rid of your roosters? I want one rooster. I don't want two because they fight, but I want at least one rooster because I like how they protect the hens. I am planning for 6, but you know chicken math. Six hens and one rooster. But we'll see how chicken math goes, which is the reason why I did the bigger coop is I don't want to have to scramble around because, you know, one of them went broody and then have to add more space or something later. But I don't plan on breeding them, but I just let nature take its course. So I'm not planning on doing any egg incubating or anything like that. Dad is trading them for hens. We are still keeping 2 roosters for now. Yep. Yeah, 4 roosters and only 2 hens would definitely be an issue. Oh yeah, I don't care for the store-bought eggs. In fact, I'd go without eggs before I bought the store-bought eggs again. Yeah, exactly. Those hens are getting double time or quadruple time. That would be hard. But I haven't done anything more on the chicken coop since the last video because it was so cold out there and I was running around. You guys haven't seen the video yet because I haven't edited it yet, but I did a lot of work inside the house. And so now that that's done and I feel more prepared for winter inside, now I'll start working on the coop again. Oh my goodness. Those poor little hens. I couldn't imagine. I know my sister was trying to get me to get bantams. I think no, it was Pure Okie that was telling me to get bantams, and I haven't had luck with bantams when we had them before in Washington, mainly because they are so light they fly. And I'm not planning on having them inside a covered run the whole time, so. But I am going to buy a covered run. I've already decided that. I'm just waiting for finances. Hopefully this month I can order that. That way they have at least one area where they can go inside and stay inside. Yeah, just a little bit of a size difference. That's funny. But now, do your bantams get out, um, Ivy, or is it? Yep. And that's what ours would always do. And then we'd wind up losing them. So that would walk in a line. When the duck would stop and sit down, they all sit down. That was the sweetest thing I've ever seen. That's cute. Yeah, if they're free ranging. And that's ours. They had a run that was not covered. And then we just gave up on trying to keep them in the run because they'd fly out. Bantam roosters are, they have little man complex. My sister tells stories about having to hook sling one across the yard every time she went out there because he'd always try to attack her. They named him Spike after they made him into soup. Oh, nice. Yeah, ours just kept getting out, and then their eggs are smaller, and it was. I'd rather just have full size hens. But I still want to try and get some Swedish flower hens here somehow. I just have to find a place that all these messages are popping up. I just have to find a place that I can get them from here. Oh no. And I know we do have fox around here, but I haven't seen them out creeping during the day. And if it becomes a problem, then I'll put a bigger fence around for the yard for the dogs that'll go around where the chickens are so that hopefully that won't happen here. But we do have a fox that runs between my house and Susie's house all the time. My dogs are always out there barking at it. Some Easter eggers, nice. Now, Easter eggers are, they're like a barnyard mix, right? Like and then they lay all different color eggs. I've never had Easter eggers. I've had Rhode Islands and, oh, what are the black and white ones? Barred Rock and Swedish Flower and there was another red one that we had, but I can't remember what it was called. Oh, wow, Christy. Yeah, crossbreeds. I was pretty sure that's why they called them Easter eggers, because of the different colored eggs, but oh, we had Americanas too. Yeah, one of my things on the to-do list for this year, the fun thing to do for this year, one of those 101 things is to build a squirrel feeder again. Because I had one in California and loved it. And I want to do that again. They're closing the Rural King. They have, they said the feed store here has baby chicks in February. So, I figure if I haven't got, I want to get at least a couple that are already laying, and then I want to get baby ones. So I figure in February I'll go down and see what they got. That's only, what, a month away? Probably more like 6 weeks away before they start getting them. That's what I had. Actually, it wasn't a picnic table. It was like diner table, and then we would put the corn cob on it. And then we made the squirrel feeders that also held the peanuts. But we just made them out of fence pickets. And I have plenty of those left over, so I'll probably use some of the cedar ones and make them. But the squirrel feeder was really cute because I painted the floor of it black and white checkered, and did a checkered tablecloth paint on it and stuff, so it looked just like a diner. Americana that laid blue-green eggs. She had a spot fixed inside to come lay her eggs, and then she came to me for a treat and sat in my lap. Oh, how cute. Our spring is in, usually January and February are the worst of winter, and then March, April. But then it's like, in March it's been really cold and snowy too, so but that's when the rain starts, so then it's just mud out there. And I know everyone else in my area is like, oh good, it's raining, because that's when they store up their rainwater for the year. But I'd prefer it didn't rain all the time. I'm from Washington, so I prefer snow over rain any day. Oh my gosh, look at this kitten. Let's see if you guys could see him through the window. Let me go let him in. He went out the cat door, but apparently he wants to come back in the front door. Dude, oh yeah, just shake all that all over my floor. Apparently I'm mopping my floors today, as soon as they melt. He's the only one that went out, and my other cats have been watching it through the window going, nope. Oh, nice, Judy. I did get a Ryan Hall meter, and I went out and measured it on my deck this morning. And that thing just arrived on, today's Friday, it arrived Wednesday, so just in time for the snow. But yeah, I won on Ernie Hatmaker's live stream. I won $25, and so when I saw that the y'all meters were on sale, I was like, I'm gonna just go ahead and buy one. Just because it's fun to measure with instead of using my tape measures. But what I need to do is take it out, put it across the street, and just leave it out there. That way I don't have to keep going out to measure it. 10 plus inches. No, thank you. I did see on, there was a short, either on YouTube or Facebook, where the lady was, she's an older lady and she's out there shoveling, and then she throws the shovel and she says, F this, and then she gets out a flamethrower. And I thought, oh, that would be great for defrosting my steps when it snows. For defrosting the stone steps that I have outside, except for my flamethrower is in my shop, which is frozen shut right now. So raises pigs and beef. A beaver broke his leg on ice, so he butchered it. And I got, oh, nice, Judy. I mean, not nice that, he broke his leg, but nice that you have that option. She hisses at me when I'm petting her. Oh, my goodness. Christy, my cats do the same thing. They'll have a half a bowl of food, but every morning I have to add a little bit more. They won't eat it until I add fresh. It's crazy. And now what does he do? He comes inside and uses the litter box. He was just outside. He could have gone in the snow. Little brat. Half of our water froze, so have to boil water or snow just to bathe with. Oh my goodness. Been there, done that. That's why I bought the propane little torch last year. Not the propane, butane torch last year, was because my water froze and I thought my spigot froze outside. But turns out it was the screw is loose in my frost-free spigot, so I didn't even need it. We got a dusting, but we are more prepared and used to let us know. Yeah, here they don't have the equipment to clear the roads. They can't clear my road anyhow because it's a dirt road. Oh no, Christy. This cat seriously just came inside, used the litter box, and now he's going back outside. And now I have to clean the litter box. They don't usually use the litter box. They go outside, but I have the litter box for when it's raining and my older cats don't want to go out there. And this little kitten just a pain in the... He's like, I'll show you, Mom. You kept me locked in for a day. And I did. I closed the cat door and made him stay in last night because I wasn't sure how bad it was going to get, but there, once a month, Ivy's, they don't grade my road at all, but they grade the main road up here, which is a dirt road, once a year. And when they do, they mess it up because all these sharp rocks are suddenly sticking up out of the dirt road. Yeah, they're saying here, I think it was supposed to be 6 to 8 inches, and we're probably close to 6 inches now. Good morning, Marcia. Snow messes with those cats, doesn't it? The kitten's outside playing in it, so... I don't know. Yeah, Christy, that'll probably be me. If it doesn't warm up enough to melt my road, and my road is always in the shade, then I'm usually stuck here if it ices over. If it doesn't ice over, then I should be able to get out fine, but I'm not going uphill in ice. You too. You guys got a whole lot more snow than us. And thanks for stopping in. My biggest worry here is ice in the trees and then having branches fall. I had a couple of them fall last week because of the winds that we got. But my biggest fear here is that the ice is going to be so heavy that branches are going to come down and land on my house or something. And that, or if the power goes out, then my pump will freeze and then I'll be without water. And I went and got 1 whole gallon of water. I mainly need the water for, to give my dogs water. But I figured if it was snowing, I could melt some. But if I'm stuck here for a few days and I have no power, I'm really in trouble. Oh, wow, Christy. Yeah, they don't do anything from my road. From my road down here to my house, they do nothing for it. And then, like I said, the county comes through and grades the main dirt road once a year. And I've had them come out twice already and grade my road for me, but now that we've fixed it, they won't have to come back out here again. I'd rather them not grade my road. My idea would be to save up some money and have the whole road, put gravel on the whole road, but That'll cost a fortune. So it's like a quarter mile from my house up to the main road, and that's a lot of gravel. So maybe when I win the lottery or something. I have bottled water that I can use for coffee, but uh yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I don't think it'll, if we get power outages here, it's usually back up and running right away. So I've never even gone more than 2 hours with no power since I moved out here. So they're usually pretty good about getting it back up and running pretty quick. So I'd just be afraid that my pump would freeze because it's in an insulated, it's got an insulated cover on it, but they still told me to keep heat on it in the wintertime. So if the power went out, the heat would go out, and then the pump might freeze, and then I'd be in a whole lot of trouble because I'd have no idea how to fix that. Like, what do you do? Just wait for it to melt and hope that it works again? Yeah, quarter mile drive. Yeah, it would get expensive. I know in Washington we had a huge driveway that was a big wraparound driveway that we had to get gravel for. And I want to say they had to come out with like 3 or 4 truckloads. And they still didn't go all the way around the loop. I think they only went part way. But yeah, it was a pretty penny just to do that driveway. So I can imagine all the way up my street it would be. There's still spots down here that I want to have filled in. But ideally I'd like to have it all covered, but that ain't gonna happen anytime soon. I have too many other things to do, like build a bathroom and paint the outside and put trim around the windows, and yeah. Yeah, so lots of stuff on my to-do list. Oh, building decks. Those are priority items first before I do any more yard work out there. Oh, the kind that you light with like an oil lantern? I have one of those, but I don't know that it would get warm enough to keep it warm in there. Yeah, I was in the middle of redoing my bathroom when I demoed it 3 years ago. There's nothing left now. We had to use heat lamps that our chickens shared with us. Oh my goodness. I was shocked. Where was I at? And I saw, oh, I was at that store in Pocahontas where I bought the cedar for the chicken coop. And they had a heat lamp, and I was shocked. It was like $35 for a heat lamp. Every time you come on, because I really want to see you grow, because you're amazing. Oh, thank you. Okay, Belinda. You have a wonderful weekend and stay warm. Thank you, Darlene. People tell me that all the time, and I'm like, but I'm so far behind on everything that I don't know. I feel like I'm behind on everything, but then I was doing the 1 minute challenge. I don't know if you guys have heard that, but because when I'm out there working and then I come inside, at night, I'm like so tired just to heat up food and eat. I'm like in so much pain that it's like too much to even do dishes or sweep floors or anything like that. And so I'm trying now this year to do the 1 minute challenge things where, if I could do the couple dishes that are in the sink in a minute, then, and to push myself a little bit further But then I also want to this year have a better balance where I'm not killing myself trying to, do it all. I never run out of content probably because I'm running around fixing the stuff that I didn't do right the first time. I don't know. But yeah, that's why I didn't do a homestead channel because there's so many of those out there already, and I don't want to video my garden or and I don't want it to be a channel where it's just mobile home stuff because I'm not always going to be doing mobile home stuff. Once my house is done, it's done. So it's just me and whatever I'm doing at the time, I guess. Like, don't be surprised if you see some crocheting on here this year because that's what I'll be doing at the time. I don't know. I like to crochet. I like to oil paint. I want to read more books this year. I want to do the herbal stuff this year. I have so many goals, but then I also have to build a deck, and so I should have named the channel My Crazy Life because that's what it seems to be at times. But I like the big dreams, tiny budget thing. I'm not ever going to get rich, so it's always going to be a tiny budget no matter what I'm doing. So it's got to be done again. Oh my goodness, Terry. Well, I did my bathroom window. Clint and I were discussing it when he was out here fixing it. And I remembered when I put that in, I didn't have a bathroom window. The only thing that I had the first year that I was out here was a piece of, I had where the bathroom window used to be. And then I had a piece of, I did the house wrap on the outside. So it was just the house wrap. And then I stuffed some insulation in there. But that's all that there was in there for the first year. So when the next winter was coming and I wanted to hurry up and get that window in, it was like 5 degrees outside when I was putting that window in. So I think that's why it leaked. And then I forgot about it. It was in and I didn't even think about it again until he came out to do the other windows. And he told me then that window's going to leak. And I should have had him fix it then. But I am going to have him come back in the spring and tape the other windows because he's a lot better at it than I am. He's a lot better at balancing on that ladder, without having to hang on to something and using 2 hands to get the stupid tape up there. So once it warms up, because the tape sticks better in the heat or, when it's not frozen outside, I'll have him come back and tape the other windows that I did, and just to be safe. And then once that's done, I can put the trim on them, and yeah. But that's a next year project. I'd like to get the outside of the house painted next year and get trim around the windows next year, but we'll see because I also have to build decks. So as soon as it warms up enough that I can dig holes for the posts, then I'll be doing decks outside. At least the front deck. I'd love to have a back deck too, but behind the shower head, yep. When I got this mobile home, the bathroom, if you go back and look at the original video when I first brought it here, the bathroom had a hole in it in the floor right in front of the shower. Apparently there was a hole in the floor, and the other person who owned it put a piece of wood down, and then that sunk. So they put another piece of wood. There was like 4 or 5 pieces of wood just trying to fill up that hole. So, yeah, I just gutted the whole bathroom, walls and everything, because the water damage went up underneath the walls and into the second bedroom. And that's what I want to do, is lots of different things and projects. Even if it's something I won't do, I'm still interested in the process. Yep, that's how I am, Angel. Oh, well, thank you, Terry. But yeah, I want to start working on the bathroom, at least one side of the bathroom, because I still have to replace the subfloor in the master bedroom. So I want to at least get one wall up in the bathroom so I could start putting in a shower in there. And then it might take me a while before I get to finish the flooring in the bedroom because, of course, I have to move everything out of there to be able to do the flooring. So slowly but surely, and then it depends on, you know, how much money I have for materials. I'm gonna have to go buy another piece of subflooring. And yeah. I had a pampered woman say, did I just sit around and paint my fingernails and read books, which I like to do, like a haul water, dig a garden by hand, cut grass with a push mower. You know what, Christy? I've been known to use scissors to cut my grass. Not here, but back in California when I didn't have a mower, I went out there with scissors and cut them. Yeah, I'm the same way. As somebody asked me, I'm in this online party thing for fingernails, and they're like the fake fingernail things. And in there today, they asked, you know, what's in your makeup kit? And then it had this list of items that you're supposed to, you know, and I'm like, makeup? How about none of the above? Oh, the bathroom. I can't wait to have a shower inside. And so I really want to push this month to start working on the inside on the bathroom. But I'm also trying to finish up the chicken coop. So those are my main two focuses right now, is finishing up the chicken coop enough to be able to have chickens out there, and getting the bathroom started. So we'll see, because I'm going to be working around weather. And, you know, like right now, I couldn't even get out to go get 2x4s. I can't even get into my shop to get the 2x4s I already bought. So I'm kind of working around the weather again. But I did get a lot done inside. And you guys will see that on the next video. I think it'll go out tomorrow, where you'll see some of the stuff that I worked on the inside after he came out and fixed the window. So there might be a lot more when it's super cold outside. You might see a lot more going on the mobile home. Yeah, I haven't. Back then, I didn't even do edging. I just did the scissors on those because I got so tired of having the long grass. My neighbors thought I was nuts, but I was desperate. Maybe that's why I don't like lawns, or I didn't like lawns. I think it was that, and then, you know, having to pick the days in Washington, the 4 days a year that it didn't rain, that we could go out and mow. Oh, that I have. I've grown outward, Marcia. That pay to go to the gym. I always offer my digging tools. Exactly. Well, but they want to go work out in an air-conditioned gym. You know, they don't have air conditioning out in my garden, so. But yeah, you would think that I'd be in a whole lot better shape with everything that I'm doing around here, but instead it's killing me. Anyhow, y'all, I'm going to get off of here. I need to go let the puppies outside because they want to go play in the snow again. And I need to start getting stuff done. Yeah, if you have a homestead, you don't need a gym. Like, that's one of the things with my health insurance. They said, oh, you can join a gym. And I'm like, what for? I'm not going to drive to town and work out, wear myself out when I could be wearing myself out here getting stuff done. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Stay warm. And I'm going to go see what I can get done today. Have a good one. Bye. Wait, close.